kai za ka yi next.
Using you next.
Yes sir. Amma Ghana ne ya kamata ya magana. Amma baya ne sai suka ce kai za ka yi. Amma kuma yanzu mun ga na Ghana din ya zo ya zanna. So da
Excellencies, I'm grateful for the invitation to address the leaders' session and expect that this meeting will culminate in the reform needed to regulate traffic along those with both the east and west, north and south corridors passes freely through the territory of Gaza. Developing countries desire a globalization that does not create climate crises or sustainable development. Kazakhstan is firmly determined to forge dialogue and find common ground.
Buhari, please deliver his remarks to the summit. Excellency, please.
Thank you. By expressing my appreciation to the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, for inviting me to participate in this summit. The Global South is driven by historical ties and sense of deep solidarity in pursuit of bridging the gap between the South and the North. The initiative to convene this summit, which is called the Voice of the Global South under the theme Unity of Voice and Unity of Purpose, is indeed very commendable. I have no doubt that the emergence of India as voice of the Global South is apt, considering the role the country played during its 2-year terms at the United Nations Security Council and the humanitarian gesture it extended during the coronavirus pandemic. Excellencies, it is in line with the vision, one Earth, one family, one future, that India calls for this summit, bringing together leaders of the South to share their perspectives and priorities on a common platform ahead of the G20 summit later this year. Nigeria is in full support of this noble initiative and hope that the outcome of the summit will be given top priority at G20 meetings. I am also optimistic that the summit will address issues of climate change, food security, and access to energy, as well as ways to reduce the increasing burden of debt and inflation on the global South. This huge debt burden has significantly derailed many countries' development plans. The effect of the COVID-19 pandemic and the Russia-Ukraine conflict has further aggravated the situation. In this regard, I wish to advise fellow leaders to agree on a common agenda to enable us to put forward our collective demands to the global North through India as voice of the South. Excellencies, to conclude my remarks, I would urge India to further intensify efforts to facilitate the flow of foreign direct investment to the global South using its leverage as president of G20. Thank you for listening.